41 Action News Station.
But baby, it's cold outside. But baby, it's cold outside.
Well, Dean Martin might have said it best. Baby, it's cold outside this morning.
Oof, you're definitely going to want to bundle up to say the least.
That's right. This morning, we're going to take a look at the roads. This is a live look on Ward Parkway. As you can see on our live drive cam, there's definitely a sheen on the streets out there, so take it easy. You'll want to be prepared for some slick spots.
And days like this, there's nothing worse than firing up your engine and then freezing the entire way to work. It's warm when you pull in the parking lot.
Yeah, right? Your hands are practically freezing to the steering wheel if you forget your gloves. And it's no secret that some or many of us prevent that by letting the car warm up before hitting the road.
Yep, but guess what? Sarah Hollenbeck spent some time with Roland Park police officers and found out that split-second decision might cost you 125 buckaroos. Right, Sarah?
That's right. It's completely illegal in the state of Kansas, and all of us are guilty of it. So we have snow on our windshield, and we have to obviously find a way to get it out of there. So we warm up the car, we try and get all the snow out, but just doing that alone, if you leave your car running, that is going to cost you. And here in Roland Park, they are doing huge stings this winter because they have had so many cars that are stolen here. Yesterday, we had the pleasure of going out with one of the officers as he was cracking down on these vehicles. We went along with them as they cruised through several neighborhoods looking for running cars. Once they spot one, an officer jumps out of his vehicle and checks to see if the keys are in the ignition. Last week, in just 2 hours' time, one officer wrote 9 tickets and gave 4 warnings. Officer John DeMoss says they're not trying to bully drivers, but they are trying to keep thieves at bay.
It's a matter of seconds. During my recent enforcement, I did stop. I'd go up to the vehicle, look inside the car, open the door. A lot of times the owner of the cars never came out and contacted me and said, hey, what are you doing around my car or anything like that. That's plenty of time for somebody to steal your vehicle.
And this happens more often than you think. This year alone, just from January 1st to February 4th, they have had 38 cars stolen here in Johnson County. And that number is even bigger if we think about it in last winter's entire time. Most of those cars were stolen from Overland Park. That's the biggest city that we're seeing these thefts. But last winter alone, we saw, if you can see it here, 60 cars that were stolen in Johnson County alone. Lindsay?
I love that you wrote on the windows. I love that. Okay, so Sarah, a lot of people at home wondering, what happens if you have a remote start? Do you get a ticket too?
Well, that is the good news. If you have remote start, you are okay. But if you have your keys in the ignition like ours is right now, that's going to cost you regardless if your doors are locked or not. Reporting live in Roland Park, I'm Sarah Hollenbeck, 41 Action News.
All right, Sarah, thank you.